Hello everyone, today I'm joined by Kevin Austin to discuss a bit about his story and how he was able to advance his career with the help of Intellectual Point. So Kevin, what branch of the military were you in?
I was in the U.S. Army. I actually am still in the U.S. Army. I serve in the reserves, and I've been in for about 9 years now.
Awesome. So what is or what was your MOS?
I'm a 35 Fox by trade, so I've always been an all-source analyst, which doesn't really have too much to do with cyber, but it's within the realm.
Perfect. And on that note, did you have any prior IT experience before coming to Intellectual Point, whether as a civilian or in the service?
So I ended up going to a CPT, which is Cyber Protection Team, about a year ago, and I came in as an all-source analyst, so I was there to do intel work. However, that role isn't quite fleshed out, so it exposed me to a lot of IT, a lot of cyber, and that was kind of my cue to dive headfirst into that. And Intellectual Point was a huge part of that.
Okay, awesome. And what led you to find or hear about us?
So I'd been talking about doing Security Plus since probably 2018. As a matter of fact, I had recommended other people take Security Plus a long time ago, and I never actually got to it myself. My buddy jumped into the VetTech program, and he took Intellectual Point's Cloud Architect program. So he actually got the Amazon cert, I believe, and I saw a success that he had with it. He recommended it to me, and that led me right into it as well.
Now, when you decided to pursue a pathway with us, did you use the VetTech or VREP program provided by the VA?
VetTech.
And for those who don't know what VetTech is or have just heard about it, could you explain some of the things that attracted you towards it and why you ultimately decided to utilize it?
Sure. So anybody that has any GI Bill can use VetTech. It's not exclusive to active duty personnel. It can also be used by reservists, as I've shown. It's not even digging into your GI Bill. As a matter of fact, all you have to do is go to the VetTech website. You can just search Veterans Technology in Google. Go in there, it's going to say how to sign up. You fill out 2 sheets. One's going to be for your eligibility. The other one is going to be used to submit to Intellectual Point. You'll get those anywhere between a day and 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. And as soon as you figure out what program you want to be in, you just submit, and it's as easy as that.
Perfect. Now, after just recently finishing the program, what are your thoughts on the IP team, instructors, veteran success specialists? Were they beneficial in helping you succeed?
Yeah, I thought that the Intellectual Point team did a great job of getting me prepared to take the different tests. Security Plus was difficult, but I actually did that in an accelerated fashion. So I think after the first 2 weekends, and it's 4 weekends with 2 weekends to practice on the back end. After the first 2 weekends, I took the test that next Monday, and I passed. So there's something to be said about how well the personnel at Intellectual Point train you to do this. And I think if you go through the whole 4 weeks, that there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get every cert that's on your pathway. Everybody was super helpful, not to mention just the personnel who were teaching and training, but also the experience that I had with my fellow students. So there was definitely some group study sessions that I attended where we also had Intellectual Point members involved as well, who would guide us through the material. And those were extremely helpful in preparing myself to take these tests. So I would highly recommend it, if not just to get through it, but to get the teaching from the actual Intellectual Point staff.
Awesome. And lastly, what advice would you give to someone who is in your position prior to coming through Intellectual Point and is just a bit unsure? What would be some words of wisdom?
So it's funny. I have people on my team. I'm a team lead at my current job, and everybody has a very similar background to me. And 3 of us have already done it, and 2 of us are about to do it. My advice to anybody who can do it: you're going to earn BAH. You're going to get paid to do it. It's going to just take up your weekends. It's going to be an obligation. It's going to be a commitment. You have to put your head down, but there's no time like the present, and you're going to come out ahead. the day after I finished my Security Plus, I got a 20% increase raise. There's no reason for you not to take the dive. You're going to be better off for it, absolutely hands down. And you'll be amazed at how many doors open up for you after you finish your pathway. As a matter of fact, as soon as you finish Security Plus, everything else is kind of bonus on top of that. So I would say just got to do it. Take the first step.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kevin, for sharing a bit about your story and how you were able to advance your career with the help of Intellectual Point. We hope to see you back soon.